All right, folks, welcome back. I'm Fakhri Anam, and you're watching Game on Air on the ICC 2019 Men's World Cup coverage. The situation at hand is that Australia, oh boy, the West Indies have given the Aussies a get-out-of-jail-free card with the assistance of some atrocious umpiring. The Aussies are clear. They're over the line, and the West Indies, well, faltering towards the end there. What seemed like a outstandingly poised game ended up being just what it was supposed to be, a win for Australia, I guess. West Indies, of course, showed great signs in their bowling, that poise, that vigor, and they were targeting. They came out hard towards the Australian batsmen, but then all hats off to the Aussie middle order. That stabilized inning, Smith played a wonderful innings. Let me introduce my panelists, the all-rounder par excellence, Mr. Lance Klusner, the Lord of all Lords, Mr. Mohsin Khan, and the man with the swing, the man with the speed, my friend, Mr. Shoaib Akhtar. Shoaib, thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thanks, man.
Let me start with you, Lancey. Turned out to be a good game of cricket, other than some really poor umpiring. It was actually a good game of cricket. And still that so-called high-scoring World Cup, targets being still very elusive, other than the Pakistan game against England.
Yeah, look, we said this morning that it was going to be extremely interesting and it was going to be tighter than we thought, and it proved to be that way. I'm not sure whether England is, well, we've seen it in the past, but it's all weather dependent on these high scores. So it's turning out that 280, 300 is actually quite a decent score. But absolute cracker of a game, and I thought at one stage there that West Indies were going to get home quite easily, but from someone who's batted at the end of an innings, their chase was pretty brainless to me.
Yes.
And that's how I can really sum it up. They had it on they really did. They had it on a plate. They just had to be smart. And some of the shots that were played there in the end was unfortunate. But that's how West Indies play. That's how they choose to play. Unfortunately, they're going to continue to be inconsistent because of that.
Absolutely. Mohsin bhai, as I said in my intro, it seems like the West Indies gave the Aussies a get-out-of-jail-free card today.
Very well said. Perfect sentence used over there. They had a game in their pocket, especially after with 79 for 5.
Yes.
But you see where the difference lies. We were actually in the same position against West Indies. We did not try hard. We did not try to go deep into it and stay at the wicket. Now, something very nice you said in your intro also about Steve Smith.
Yeah.
He played a superb innings for Australia. Okay, Coulter-Nile got a wonderful 92 and Carey got some runs, but the mainstay there, I mean the disaster which was happening to Australia, is Smith came and just held it together. And I think he played a very important role by talking to I could watch him. He's talking to Coulter-Nile, he's talking to Carey, and guiding him with his experience. So all the credit goes here to Australia for coming back in the match after 79 for 5?
Yeah.
Right? Last two batsmen left. And if you really ask me, Fakhar, I will say that West Indies gave this match to Australia. They had it in their bag.
Yes.
They had it in their bag and they just gave it to Australia. No doubt Australia very well fought back, but after having such a total domination on Australia with the good fielding and everything, and one of them fielder took one of the super catches so far. So West Indies has to blame themselves for losing this game, because if they would have won today, I tell you what, Fakhar, all of us would have been, and all the pundits would have been saying that they are one of the toughest contender for this cup.
True, absolutely true. Shoaib, you said that there is an upset, and what you said almost came true, except that the West Indies just didn't want it to be. I mean, if we were to go by you, you'd almost got it right again.
The West Indies heard him actually.
No, actually, yeah. So it was. Shoaib had predicted it, and when I saw the scorecard when we got home from after we left the studio, I was like shocked, because I was looking at 39 for 4 at one point, and I was like 38 for 4 at one point, and I was like, what is this going on in Trentbridge? So you almost got this one right as well. It's just that it was the West Indies let you down.
I try to be respectful as much as possible, and I'm quite bluntly quite forward when I say things right. Today I seen Afghanistan playing against Australia in different color kits.
Ouch! Oh, okay. That's very meaningful, by the way. It's
Okay.
funny, but it's actually very meaningful. I know
Alright.
exactly what you're saying there.
Had I been their coach as a West Indies, I would have smashed my forehead to a very pointy wall.
A very pointy ball.
I would have hurt myself very deeply.
Then you would be doing that in every match, yeah?
All right. Okay, stupid enough. Awful part of cricket. There wasn't a game of cricket. It was just a bunch of amateurs. It was a perfect delivery for Mr. Finch to get out. The rest was an awful kind of a shots that they played, and they given the wickets away.
True.
Literally. And Australia is not even facing their top-class fast bowler, which is Kemar Roach.
Yeah.
It's a Shannon Gabriel. It's just a part-time bowlers. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Coulter is bowling only 140. This Thomas bowling 135. For God's sake, you're getting out on this kind of pace and these kind of attacks. I mean, what's going on in your mind? I mean, क्या हो गया यार तुम्हें? इस bowling में ऐसा out हो
मुझे तो
गया।
कुछ नहीं हुआ यार।
ये बात सुन-
आज इसको क्या हुआ?
मैं रात को तो मैं अच्छा बोलता हूँ, सुबह में से जुबान मेरी बंद हो जाती है।
No,
So, let me tell you, I mean, I just saying that I'm quite sharp at night. You know, my mind is more open up.
Not a morning person, is he?
I'm not a morning person. My
Well, he
mind.
used to bowl faster at night as well.
Yes.
Oh my God! I don't want to know about that.
Okay, but what you meant to say is there's a
Yeah,
second
day
part
and
of the
night
spell.
matches in the second innings in night when the ball is swinging more under lights, you would more faster and dangerous. That's what he
I
meant.
performed better.
No, he meant nice.
All right, can you change the topic?
I was
They
going to
just
change
like
the
to change the
topic.
topic.
Listen, but he's dragging the topic back in. That's it. Let's
Listen,
talk about this
listen.
right now.
That was not a game of cricket. I'm
wasn't.
sorry.
It wasn't.
I'm really sorry. This is just an awful part of cricket that I've seen.
Oh, what do you
today.
think about the umpiring with that?
And awful part of umpiring. The first they have won the game.
Yeah.
Then they decided to lose the game in the bowling. West Indies all of a sudden decided it. Okay, listen, why don't we give that game away just for a change? See that we can chase it or not. And then they start chasing it. Then they start, okay, we're going to chase it. Then Mr. Andre Russell comes in. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello, what are you thinking?
I don't know. We've
Are
got to
you
call a
playing for the
conference
club
call.
cricket?
I've got to find out.
The
from him.
captain went up to him and says, listen, Mr. Andre Russell, I beg you, I'm gonna kiss your feet, please, can you stay there? And can you just take a single and let me face Mr. Starc? He's only have a 2 overs to bowl, can you just see him off? And you can hit Steiners, you have a Coulter-Nile and your dear friend Mr. Zampa is out there.
Yeah.
You can hit him as much as you dare.
Yeah.
I could see it, Michael Hodges is actually shouting his lungs out,
On the
but
commentary, yes.
the only person who was not listening apart from the whole stadium was Andre Russell. And he played an awful kind of a shot and then a great catch by Maxwell. And that's where you can say the matches, catches win matches.
Yeah, catches
Yeah.
win matches. And
Well
that's
said.
where West Indies kind of lost their